Lily.
And you're watching the Clever References.
Hey guys, Ash here from the Clever References with another episode of MusoChatter, our 13th. Before I talk about the interview subject, housekeeping first, Facebook, Instagram, our touring schedule, and we actually have a single that's out right now, kind of soft launched. You can check out the lyric video on our YouTube channel, this YouTube channel. And just a little bit of an announcement. Now MusoChatter is going to be edited by Declan Hannaford of Pixie Riot. He has a band. He has an EP coming out. He's probably going to edit some weird thing behind me to promote that. Anyway, so our subject today is Jennifer Lilly. She's a very talented singer-songwriter, and that I met in the Melbourne open mic scene. I caught her at the Hurst Bridge Festival thing, and we did an interview, and I recorded her. It's just going to be our normal MusoChatter. Without further ado, here is Jennifer Lilly.
So we're in a real festival.
Yes.
Like a real regional festival with like old-timey trains and everything. Wow, look at that. Anyway.
Going, 'cause that's the end of the line.
Yeah. So, hey, introduce yourself.
I'm Jennifer Walker, but my stage name is Jennifer Lilly.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, Jennifer Lilly. I'll just refer to you as Jennifer if that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, hey. So where are we, Jennifer?
We're in Hurst Bridge. We're at the Wattle Festival.
The
It's
Waddle
on
Festival.
Every year.
Yeah?
And this is the first time I've performed here. So
Okay.
I'm pretty excited.
Cool. So, do you perform in festivals like this, like, often? Or?
I've performed in a few. I've got one coming up in a couple of weeks in McLeod, the youth festival.
Right.
But I started off doing a lot of festivals, and then I moved on to more bar gigs and stuff like that. But it's really nice to just be out in the open
Sure.
and do some stuff outside.
Yeah, we might have jumped a couple of topics actually. So, like,
Fine.
so, Jennifer, how did you start music in general? How's that sound?
I don't really know how I started. I just know that I always liked it, and I would sing from basically when I could talk. And I've never stopped since.
Okay.
And I've picked up a couple instruments, but obviously my favourite one's the guitar because it's the one that I've stuck with,
Right.
and it's just the most fun to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked before this interview actually, and like you mentioned that you're new to the guitar, relatively new to the guitar.
Yeah, I only picked it up about a year and a half ago
Okay.
because I used to accompany myself with the ukulele,
Right.
and it didn't feel like it fit. Like it was just this tiny little thing, and the sound was all weird. So I thought, get a guitar. It's gonna sound much better.
Right. I mean, it's hard to be taken seriously when you're singing this kind of sort of emotional
Yeah,
song.
with this little dinky guitar. It's not a guitar. It's
Not
like
a
a tiny little.
Right. So, you moved to the guitar from the ukulele, but previously you've played other instruments.
Yeah, well, I played the piano when I was younger, and I did the violin in primary school, but I never really kept going with it.
Right,
It never really interested me.
Yeah. So, it's very interesting because like most singer-songwriters would start on the guitar, then explore the ukulele as a timbre choice.
Yeah, it's just, it felt like it was an easier stepping stone to get into the guitar.
Right, because you're...
Because it's, like, I know it's weird, like, because it is smaller, it feels easier.
Yeah. Okay. So, how did you begin songwriting?
Well,
Before... Huh?
I used to write songs when I was younger. They meant absolutely nothing. They were about like moving to LA and falling in love when I was like 6 years old at the time. I don't know what any of it was.
Okay.
But I think I've improved since then.
Did you keep
yeah.
like a record of it? 6-year-old you?
I've got a couple of them still, yeah. I can barely even look at them, it's so cringy.
So, are you Australian?
No.
No.
I'm from the UK. I moved here 5 years ago from Newcastle.
Okay. A Pontine.
A Pontine.
Pontine, yeah. Because there's another Newcastle like near Sydney.
Yeah,
There's another
yeah.
Newcastle here. Yeah.
But yeah, we moved here just because we wanted change of scenery, nice hot weather, nice people.
Yeah.
I don't want to start bashing on the UK now. I
Well,
do prefer Australia.
they're taking it now for reasons. So did you mentioned that you was 6 years ago, was it? A couple of years ago, sorry.
Yeah.
What I meant was a couple of years ago. Yeah, I didn't mean to be specific or whatever. But when you were in the UK, were you performing in any capacity, like in school or whatever?
No, not at all. I did one talent show in year 8, and I got through, and it was me and 2 other people. And when it got to the final, my mic wasn't working.
No.
And that was kind of the extent of my musical career.
Right. I can relate to that. I had the exact same thing happen to me. Like,
Horrible.
so we were like supposed to play "It's the End of the World as We Know It" by REM, and it's like a rap almost, right? Like no, but the mic wasn't on, so it just seemed like I was like.
It's so awkward because you know that there's something wrong and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, it's like
You just
gotta keep going. Yeah.
Get louder.
You get louder. So from that to what would be the first proper Jennifer Lilly performance?
Ooh, well, I still go to this music school in Greensborough.
Yeah.
And they do 2 concerts a year where all the students just get up and perform a song. And I did that, so that was like my first performance here.
Yeah.
And I sang a Paramore song.
Oh.
And I had like this really short punk red hair. And I was sitting there singing a Paramore song. But it was really fun. And that was kind of like my first real performance.
Cool. Which song, if you remember?
The Only Exception.
Oh,
So it's not
I love that
punky,
song.
It's a slow song.
Yeah. So did you start songwriting after that performance or before?
After, I think.
Right.
Because that was kind of what solidified this, like, I really want to do this. I
Right,
want to be a
right.
musician. And then I wrote 5 songs. I made them into an EP.
Nice.
They're really depressing. Whenever I listen to them now, I turn up the speed. So
Okay.
It's not as depressing.
So is that online?
Yeah, that's on Spotify, but it's under the name Tin Can Elephant.
Sure.
I don't know where it came from. It's a weird name.
Tin Can Elephant is an interesting name.
Yeah.
But what made you kind of sort of change to a more kind of like a normal person sounding name?
My real name.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I wanted to be more myself and kind of let people know who I was rather than this elephant girl.
Right. So we actually only recently met at an open mic,
Yeah,
right?
we met
Whole Lot of
on
Love, right?
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
It's
Yeah,
now Sunday.
It's now Sunday. Yeah, 4 days. So you're working on a single called this.
You got it.
This. You're gonna quiz me on this. This show of yours,
Yes.
not that show of mine, because I kept pre-interview I kept messing that up.
You got it though.
Yeah. This show of yours. How did that song came about? How,
Well,
like the music at least.
I had this group of friends, and we didn't see things in the same way.
Right? Yeah.
And I was very I don't want to toot my own horn
No.
or anything, but I'm quite a unique individual.
Sure.
And I have a strange way of looking at the world.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to find anyone who sees it the same way as I do.
Sure.
And these people were just not. I don't want to say they were constantly shitting on me because they weren't. Am I allowed to swear?
No, that's okay.
But we didn't get along, and I wrote that song to be like, I don't care that you don't like me.
Right.
I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing,
Yeah.
loving my life,
Right.
and I don't need you.
And it's not like you're in high school anymore.
Yeah,
you don't have
I
to deal
know.
with these
I'm
people,
a
I
strong,
guess.
independent woman.
You're in uni now?
I took a gap year after I graduated last
Right.
year, and I'm just kind of working to save up for my photography course.
Yeah.
It starts in February.
Right. So you're using this gap year to hone your performance skills? or-
Definitely.
Yeah.
the past few months, I've just been super into it. I'm like, I'm gonna get all of these songs done, I'm gonna record them all, I'm gonna put them in an EP. Like, I know it's not realistic to do it so quickly, but like every day now I'm just writing and writing and writing.
Sure.
And I never know like when to stop.
And that's good. Like sometimes, because like I find like the hardest thing to like encourage to someone who claims that they want to songwrite or whatever is just you have to do it.
Yeah, you just gotta sit down, grab your pen or your laptop or whatever, and just
Right.
Like, it doesn't even matter what you write as long as you write something.
Like, what advice would you give actually? So I know we kind of sort of delved into that a
Yeah.
bit, but
Probably that. Like, if you want to write, just write, and it doesn't matter if you think it's shit.
right.
Like, it probably will be. Like when you first start, mine was. But the more you keep doing it, and the more you listen to other people's music as well that you like, and you kind of get a feel for what you want your vibe to be, you can kind of move towards that more.
Yeah.
And you can write in that style, and you can just get better and better.
Right.
And, yeah, you're constantly improving anyway. There's no like top level that you can get to of songwriting. It's just constant improvement, changing.
So we talked about like your influences, not influences necessarily. You performed a Paramore cover, is what we said. Would you say that they're an influence on your songwriting, directly or
They
indirectly?
definitely were.
Right.
Because I was very into that kind of genre.
Right.
Like the pop punk. I think everyone had that stage.
Yeah. What other influences do you carry with you?
My biggest influence is Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
I think she's probably the best songwriter I've ever like came across. It's
Right.
I absolutely love her lyrics and her as a person as well. Like, everyone's constantly giving her grief. I feel so bad for her, man.
Yeah.
She was such a talented person. She had such a great voice.
Underrated guitar player.
Yes,
by
she
the
really
way.
was. And she used to play with like super long nails as well. I don't know how you
Yeah. Like, yeah, this is just my aesthetic. I'm gonna do this, playing the guitar with long nails.
Yeah,
But she makes it work.
She was super underrated as well, and she was so talented.
Cool. During our kind of sort of like pre-interview conversations, you mentioned something about the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, I love the Arctic Monkeys. That's kind of like the next step on from the pop punk, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
Paramore to the Arctic Monkeys.
more of a lyrical style,
Yeah,
less.
the lyrics are so great.
Right. And to think like Alex Turner was like 16 when
Yeah,
she
I
made those
know.
lyrics. Like talking about the Capulets or whatever, Montagues
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. Okay, here's an interesting thing to ask someone of your age. I've been doing a bunch of these interviews. I've been doing like a lot of talking to musos in general, even not for MusoChatter or whatever. I find that their influences are my influences. You know, like,
Yeah.
aren't you supposed like gonna date myself here, but I was 18 when like the Arctic Monkeys came out with that Smoking album or whatever, and like when Paramore was at the peak of their powers or whatever, and like when I asked musos here, we have the same influences. It's like why do you think that is? Like,
I don't
is
know.
it just that timeless?
I think because it stood the test of time. Like with modern music, you never know like where it's gonna go.
Right.
Obviously, like I enjoy all kinds of music, but I think those kind of bands.
Stomping about the puddles.
Yeah, with those kind of bands, you kind of just you know that they're good and you know that they're gonna last. You
Yeah.
just kind of get a feel for it, and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be great.
Do you have any contemporaries that you listen to, like
It's contemporary.
from right now? Yeah. I'll cut that out. It just means like artists that are charting today.
Oh yeah, today. I really like Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
I don't know if she still counts as.
She counts.
contemporary.
She's like way more recent than the Arctic Monkeys.
I think she's got a super interesting voice.
Yeah. Okay. So like, thank you for this interview.
Yeah, no,
Very
thank
much
you
so.
for having
Yeah.
me. It's been really exciting. I've been super excited for this since Wednesday.
Cool, awesome. Anyway, so that was the interview with Jennifer Walker. Oh yeah. Is there anything that you want to plug? Do you have an EP coming out or a
big
single?
plug.
Yeah.
My Facebook page is Jennifer Lilly.
Yeah.
And I'll be posting on there like when my EP comes out. The single will be out in a few weeks, hopefully.
Right. Yeah.
Give that a listen.
Sure. Okay.
It'll be the song that's on the end of this as well.
Right. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me and Jennifer for this episode of MusoChatter. When I snap, I guess we're just gonna cut to the performance.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm gonna be bringing it down a bit after that. I'm gonna be doing a couple of originals and then some covers for I have plenty on you, but it's hard to push you out. Sometimes you don't get too much from me. Sickening to me how no one else can sing. Cry around your song towards me. I have what you wanted. I came out on top, and I know that it's hard to see. This is what you want. You want to play your part. Now it's time for me to play mine. So keep on playing. I'll keep on waiting. If it helps you sleep at night, commiserations. High landing soft heart. It was pulling me apart, but my mind has no time for this. I'm moving on quickly, 'cause I